Well, good morning. I know notifications are going out and you're realizing that your sister just uploaded another video. I know, I told you. I said, I'm going to see you tomorrow, and I was not playing. I'm dead serious about this thing. So I pray that your morning is going off relatively well. It's Tuesday, so happy Tuesday to each and every one of you. How are you? How you doing? I know I haven't done that in a while, and I just got a nudge. I'm going to repeat this again because I know that this is a conversation that we need to have live. So I'm going to make sure I ask you guys again how you're doing, but I want you to think about it. It's nothing for you to answer right now, but I really want you to think about how are you doing. I have not had that question really asked to me, like how am I doing? So I want to make sure that I, kind of give you guys the same thing. Now, my girl Shay, shout out to her. She's actually one of my sisters, and I love her, and she tends to check me and check on me at times, because you get so bogged down into taking care of everything. So let's just say you are a mom and you are so focused on making sure everything's right for the kid or for the kids, and so you're just glued in, right? And you never make sure that you're good. Let's just say you are a wife and a mother, and so you're juggling life, career, and everything else, and so you never do a check in with yourself. And I'm good and bad at it. I'm good at making sure everybody else is straight, on track, and I am bad when it comes to Tamika. And I've done a little bit better, gotten a lot better, but there's still a lot of more work for me to do. And so I always want to make sure that come on, God. That's what he wants me to ask you. He wants me to not just ask you how you're doing so you can respond to me, but it's for you to ask yourself, how am I? I realized this season that I'm in, what it has done to me, because I've not done a self-check. I've kind of just been going through the motion, riding the wave, and not in the way that I really needed to. I've allowed certain things to take place, and no matter whether kind of good or bad, or agree to disagree on certain things, because it's all about my perspective, but I also have to be honest and truthful with myself and say, hey, we can't be making excuses, because the truth of the matter is that it has had an effect. And it happens. It's life. And what we do once we realize that, we kind of gotten off of our game a little bit, or we've allowed certain things to kind of transpire longer than needed, we get back on. And sometimes it's harder. I'm telling you, there are certain things that is very easy for me. I can get back on and get off and get back on. I mean, it's just like nothing ever happens. And then there's other areas in my life, my God, I'm having to kind of run backwards just so I can jump up and get and move forward. And guess what? It happens. But once we just not get it into our mind, but start kind of putting it in action, that's when we're going to start seeing results. And so I'm on, honestly, day number 2 of consistently doing something. And of course, throughout the journey, I will definitely share it with you. But I want you to know that you're not by yourself. If you feel that you have, you kind of are standing still, so to speak, and collecting some extra baggage, hello, somebody. Or if you feel like that you've been kind of, push back a little bit, I want to change your perspective, that it's almost like you guys know a slingshot, so you got to pull it back only for it to fly higher. And I feel that's what God is doing for us right now in this season, that we had to kind of go backwards a little bit, that we needed to take some steps back so God can just really catapult us. And this is what I want to share, is that those moments of you being pulled back, it's preparation, it's molding, it's shaping, it's getting you prepared, ready to go, just so when God releases you, talking about you're going to soar very high. And I just had to change my perspective on that you know what, it is so all good. It is all good because of the mere fact that there's something greater that is taking place, and I've allowed life to kind of make me forget about that. But the beautiful part about it is when you check with self. Hey, how are you? And be honest. Be honest with yourself. How are you? And if you're not 100, guess what? It's okay. Say, I am not 100. This is not the day. It's okay. it is okay to be honest with yourself. I mean, you should be honest with yourself all the time. Stop lying. That's what gets us in trouble in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm just changing my perspective. Oh, that's some crap. No, you're not. You're lying to yourself. Be real with it. There's nothing wrong with having a positive outlook. There's another thing when you're not telling the truth to yourself. We're not going to do that. Because I'm going to tell you. Can't tell you something that your sister don't know nothing about because I done it. And a lot of people aren't going to tell you. That girl, yeah, I lied to myself. I did. Or I just didn't acknowledge or paying attention to it, which caused some things to take place. But you know, it's all good. Because I'm okay with acknowledging that. But I know that once we realize what we've done, okay, what can we do to be better? What can we do to be better, to get better? What can we do? You know the answer. You know what it is. There's something that you got to get back on track with. We all do. I am. And because I am, so will you. We're on this journey together. We're not going to stop pushing one another to be greater and better. And because we're making a conscious decision of doing that, and we're going to make the necessary steps, and we're going to make the sacrifices because we got to get it. We got to hit the mark. It's going to happen. It's going to take some work, but guess what? It's going to happen. And so I'm excited about it. I really am. I'm excited about you having the hard conversations with yourself. And I'm excited about you finally being truthful and honest and real with you, because the line ain't working, and I can tell because it's not. So, hey, nobody gonna tell you, your sister gonna tell you, but we're here on the journey together, and we're gonna cross the finish line together. I always tell you that. I always let you know you're not by yourself with it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna make it happen. It's gonna do what it's gonna need to do, and we're gonna focus and zero in on what it is. And I'm telling you, there's some stuff that I'm gonna pull up, we're gonna dig up, and we're gonna deal with it. We're gonna handle it because we gotta soar. We gotta fly high on it, babe. We are. So I'm excited about what's going on. I'm excited about you having the conversation with yourself, and I'm excited about you letting me in on it. So if this is your first time, welcome. I know you probably saw me, you're recommended. Maybe God just had you going through a video, or you were on YouTube and bam, here come my face. Well, I'm glad God allowed you and I to meet one another in some form of fashion, and know that you now are officially a coffee breaker. We are family. I'm your sister. I know it. I'm going to tell you like it is, and I'm going to love you through it, and we're going to get through it because it takes community. And I have decided that, you know what, there's nothing like us. Coffee breakers all day, every day. And so if you have not subscribed, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. Yeah, you know, I think I'm at 103. Let's keep pushing it up, babe. Let's keep pushing it up. We want people to stay connected and be a part, because we're family, and there's nothing like family. We don't judge, we don't condemn, we love. And we get through it, and we honor God and do all that good stuff. So with that being said, I love you. You know that? But God loves you so much more. Why? Because of this right here. It's so real, his love. And I'm just glad that God allows us to do it. So, with it, nothing else to be said. I love you. God loves you more. You know, do that self-check, have that conversation. And we're going to pick up on that probably Friday. Have a discussion and talk about it. All right, babies, continue to have a great, amazing Tuesday, and I'll see you on tomorrow right here on Coffee Break.